to do the easy verbs first?
No.
Or the hard
The
verbs
hard
first?
ones.
Hard ones first?
It's gonna take me longer to
Let
know.
it still.
Okay, do I need to, oh wait, that's already on here. I'll just
Alright,
do mine.
so at the top of this one, write regular IR verb endings in the big empty space at the top. Yep. Regular IR verb endings.
I forgot the verb.
And, well, I mean, if you know what it means. I videoed the.
I probably should work that in the box and not at the top.
Oh, that's fine. No, no. I videoed me going over the vocab in first period, and that's already up on the website, on my website, if you need to go look at it. This will be up by the end of the day, if you need to go back and watch it at home. Alright, so how do you conjugate ER verbs?
Drop the ER.
Drop the ER and add
Whatever you want to eat out.
Okay,
According to the subject.
right, okay. So how do you think you conjugate IR verbs?
The
Drop
same
the
one.
IR.
Right, what do you think you do to RE verbs?
The same.
Drop the R.
Yeah, so you drop either the ER, the IR, or the RE off of your infinitive, and then you add the correct endings based on your subject and whatever type of verb it is. Okay? So for ER verbs, what were your endings? You had what?
E, ES, E,
And then it was owned. Is.
and then
It.
E, and T.
Okay? So, and then your stem went in front of that, right? Alright, so for these, you drop the ER, and on your stem, you're going to add, for je, IS.
Is.
Is, it.
It. This is gonna be easy. You said it was gonna be hard.
Well, they're not pronounced that way. They're pronounced E. So like, this word, how do we pronounce that?
Patty. What's Paris?
Paris. They say Paris. Because this S or this T is not part of careful. Those are the only consonants that you pronounce at the end of words. So, on the end of whatever your verb is, it's E, E, E. It looks like is, it.
So it's all E, or it's pronounced E.
It's all of these are E. Okay. The other side looks a lot,
Scary.
yeah.
Is so.
What?
Isms.
Ison.
Ism.
Ison.
Wow. And it always has the S, even when it's not plural.
It is plural.
Is it? Oh, it's
That looks
plural.
like
But,
something.
but you don't add an extra S or anything to this. This is just what your ending is. You drop the IR, you add this, and that is how you would conjugate the verb correctly with new.
Can you ever add an S to your verbs? Or do you ever add the S?
Not till the end of next year.
Fun.
End of next year or French 3, you will add S's sometimes to some verbs. That is nowhere near anything that we're doing
Yay.
this year. Okay. Alright, so if new is ISSONS, what do you think your ending for VU is?
IZZONS.
No?
IZ.
ISS. Easy.
ISS.
Easy.
Well, that marker doesn't work at all.
Is easy. Is.
Alright, let's see if I can throw this so I can go.
Ooh. Oh, dear me, I thought you hit him. I was excited for a
I was
second.
kind of afraid I was going to. Alright, ISSEZ is your ending for VU.
And the other one is ISS.
Yeah.
ENT.
So it's not much different, but it's different.
It is going to look a lot different when you conjugate your verbs. Okay? It's going to look really weird when you conjugate your verbs.
It's gonna be some big words.
It's going to be some really long words. But it does follow on this side, like there is still a pattern. You still have the ONS, you still have the EZ, you still have the ENT. You're just adding ISS in front of it.
The hard part's gonna be to remember which one is ER, IR, and RE.
Well, the IRs have the I's in it. So that's easy to, if you know your chart, the IRs have the I in the ending.
Yeah, but like remembering which ones, like if it's a verb, like remember which one it is.
Like which chart it goes with.
Depending on.
I mean, it has
Okay,
E-R-I-R-R-E at the end.
Yeah.
But you gotta know which chart goes with which form. Yes. Alright, so you ready to do an example?
Sure.
Alright, I'll give you an option. Do you wanna do choisir or réussir?
Swazi.
Okay.
Swazi or Swazi.
It's just to choose, isn't it?
Yep.
That's my new favorite.
What was the other one?
Réussir. What was réussir?
To be successful. Yep, we're not doing that.
Pass.
We're not that.
Alright,
So
what
this
is,
is new chart?
yeah, so this goes on one of your other charts. Okay,
Okay. You gave me a blank paper.
did I?
You sure that's
Well, I had an
not-
extra one anyway, so.
Well, thank goodness you had an extra. Something happened and it just pulled another paper through. I'll give you another. Alright, what is your stem for choisir?
Schwaz.
I dropped the S.
No, what do you drop? You drop the I-R.
And add.
No, just your stem.
No,
You don't
just
add
drop
anything
the
yet. So your stem is
Drop the I.
schwa.
Oh, I don't know. what I'm saying.
C-H-O-I-S. Okay?
You're going too fast.
Or are you just going too slow?
Oh,
No, I'm just
oh no.
What does your stem end with?
Schwaz.
I-R.
S.
Your stem ends in I-S.
Wait, what?
So,
Oh, I keep forgetting what stem means, and I'm
is
like,
that right? Is that how I conjugate this?
Yes. No.
No.
Schwaz is this.
Because
What is
why is that wrong? Why?
because you have to add it.
It has to be Schwaz is
It has to take the place of the I.
All that is my stem. I still have to add my ending, which is
Schwaz is this.
choisi.
Swazi.
Choisi.
Schwaz is this.
What is choisis's mean?
Swazi.
You need to add that to our t-shirt.
It's
I
the same thing.
choose and choosing. Do choose?
Do.
Oh, I didn't know what we were doing.
So je choisis means I choose. I do choose. And I am choosing. Do we need to write the meanings on every single one of them?
No.
So it's always like,
Lord have mercy.
so it'd be like you choose, you do choose, and then.
You are. I will go over it, but I won't make you write it if you know it. Yes. In the present tense, it's always going to follow that same pattern that your ER verbs did. I choose, I dance, I sing, I succeed, I whatever. I do dance, I do succeed, I am succeeding. Whatever your verb is, it follows the same pattern every single time in the present tense. The only exception is etre, because it's just weird. And like verbs like to rain. I can't rain, R-A-I-N. Like the only conjugation that exists is for it rains. So there are some weird things, but
I mean, like, you could, if you're using like personification or, I don't know, something like that.
True.
So you would still have to have a way to say it.
okay. So with chew, how am I going to spell choisir? How do I
The
conjugate it?
same way.
Schwaz is this.
Choisi. I-S is your ending on both of these.
You
So what does this mean? You
choose,
choose,
you choose,
are
are choosing. Good. Alright, il, excuse me, L and on.
Schwa,
Um,
E, it's I-T, but I don't know how to say
Schwaz it.
Alright, so everybody say je choisis,
it. Just
Schwazi.
tu choisis,
Tu choisis.
il choisit,
Il choisit,
elle choisit,
Elle choisit.
oh, on choisit.
On choisit.
They're all pronounced in the line
Choisit.
the same way. It's not a boot verb though. Boot verbs are only, or shoe verbs are only for ERs. Okay.
Schwazi.
So what does il choisit mean?
He chooses,
He is choose. Does choose.
He does choose, he
Is
is
choosing.
choosing.
She or it chooses, does choose, is choosing. One chooses, does choose, is choosing. Okay? Just make sure you remember all of this for when we have to write out stuff. Okay? Now for the fun one. How do you say this one?
Schwa is a, I forgot how it's.
Schwaz is on.
Alright, there's your stem, right? C-H-O-I-S. What's your ending?
I-S-S-O-N
schwa,
Choix.
zi,
Z.
son.
Choisissons.
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 What does nous choisissons mean?
Nous choisissons means
We choose. We are choosing and we is.
We do.
We did we is.
What?
We
I got
choose.
this one.
Alright, boo what?
Swazi on Z. I don't know. I forgot.
Vels.
It's I I'm an easy. I know that.
Choisissez.
Choisissons.
Schwa,
Swa.
zi,
Z.
say.
Say.
Choisissez.
Choisissez.
Alright,
I like French.
what about Elin? They said the same thing first period, but I think they were being a little sarcastic.
I like being goofy with one.
Alright, il and el plural, how do you spell it?
E-Z-Z. I'm an E-I-S-S-E-N-T.
Very good.
Oh my gosh.
Choisis. Choisis.
God, I can't spell. I'm so illiterate.
I'm
My
like,
brain is not understanding letters.
mine isn't either. It's like, those are like half of the word.
No, but like it's
Yeah.
just not
It's
even
so
English.
Alright, you ready for RE?
What is these?
Did we do the easy ones or the hard ones first?
These are the hard ones. The other ones won't take long. Alright, can I erase? Everybody got this? Will we yell at them?
Anyone want a
Yes,
haircut?
sir.
Tongue twister.
Schwazier is hard. Now, all of the IRs don't end, like the stem doesn't always end in an I or an S. But a lot of them do, so they can get confusing. Alright, so this is regular RE endings.
So
Okay.
regular. R-E. I was wondering which one.
And that blue was working better. Erasing better. Alright, so your ending for je, you drop the RE, add an S. For tu, you drop the RE, you add an S.
S-E. You don't do anything.
Wow.
No ending.
That's awesome.
Wait, so it's like you just take off the R-E?
You drop the RE and you leave it alone. You do nothing else to it. Guess what the other side is?
The
Nothing.
same. The
O
yeah.
and S, E-Z,
You-
E-N-T. It looks exactly the same as everything else we've done with the ER verb.
Tell me who invented French.
That is awesome.
Actually, I know who invented
So
French.
these are very
But
easy, okay? The other side is exactly like your ERs that you already know. The only difference with IRs is you have the ISS in front of it. With IR verbs, it's is, right? So it's just SS, and then you do nothing over here, okay? Alright, so if we're conjugating a verb, what RE verb do you want?
Oh, let me see.
My question, okay, I feel like the people who invented French were being petty for being called stupid because they didn't speak Latin. So they were just,
Hard
Persia?
trade.
We're losing stuff?
like, they were like, they had to be petty. And they can't, y'all can try to learn this now.
Alright, PERD is your stem, right? So what do you do for je?
You just drop the R-E and add an S.
Yep, PERD
Her.
S. What about with tu?
It's the same thing.
PERD, drop the RE, add an S. What about these?
Nothing. You just drop it.
E-R-D.
And then you leave it alone. There is a conjugation. It's not like there's not a conjugation. You just drop the RE and then you don't add anything to it. What about new?
You add the
Pardon.
E.
Yep. Not E.
I know. I was trying to finish it, but I forgot what it was.
Pardon. What about vu?
Perdes.
A.
Pardon.
Yes.
Your day.
We're gonna tell what they mean and say them in a minute. Alright, what about this one?
Forget.
E-N-T. Alright, so everybody say je perds.
Je
Le
pair.
père.
Tu perds.
Two pair.
Il, elle, on perd.
Il
Il est en père.
Nous perdons.
Nous pair.
Pardon.
Vous perdez.
Pardon.
Nous perdons.
Nous pardon.
Vous perdez.
Vous
Vous
perdez.
Il, elle perd.
Il
Il
elle
est
pair.
You don't say the D here, you do over there because of your ending. What does je perd mean?
I lose,
I-
lose, and losing.
I lose, I do lose, I am
I
losing.
am losing my mind.
Me
That's
too.
what I was about to say.
You lose, you do lose, you are losing your mind. He, she, it, one, loses, does lose, is losing, it's 1 month. We are losing our mind. Y'all are losing your mind. And they are losing their mind.
Today was so fun. When's the testimonies? Like 2 weeks?
What?
Yeah, it will be 6, 7, 8, 9, the 10th-ish, because we have to do Mardi Gras and Valentine's Day stuff ahead of time this year instead of after, because of when Mardi Gras is and when Valentine's Day
My
is.
brain
When is
is
Mardi
in
Gras?
today.
The 16th, but we're out of school on Monday, the 14th, 15th, whatever. Yes, because Valentine's Day Sunday, we're off Monday, and the day we get back is Mardi Gras, and we eat King Cake that day. So we've got to do our masks. If y'all are gonna wear those like disposable masks with everything, we have to make those ahead of time.
We get to make it like Mardi
Isn't
Gras.
Valentine's Day also National Sadness Day?
I don't